hello everybody, and welcome to the final of this paddling pool. Paddling pool 211. Hat, I was looking at the chat and I saw Pat. Hat, are you ready for Manta zones?
I'm ready for Manta zones, but I'm not ready for the two teams we are having on the finals right now. TMNT against Lemonade. Both teams having a crazy upset against their counterparts, and now they're here together. I have no words because these teams are stupid strong. And they also didn't play the meta fully. Well, TMNT did, but you know, still not three specials.
Yeah. This is going to be a really, really crazy match. I feel like game one, from the comps that we did see both these teams running, just reminding everyone that the Lemonade comp is very, very, very unique compared to weapons that we've been seeing. While TMNT's is a little bit more standard with a little bit of spice of a stamper, but that's not too spicy.
That's I would say that's like very basic.
Bro, that's like salt and pepper spice. Counting those as a spice. Pepper is technically a spice, but like nobody counts.
Oh, I eat spicy food, and you buy like a spicy food mix from the normal grocery store. Yeah. Kind of spice. That's sort of the vibe that it has. Anyways, Pet Zones, Manta Maria. Let's see our first game coming off. These are the big finals of this tournament as seed number 5 and seed number 6. For those who are interested, don't really expect them to be here. And we do see two Sloshes coming out straight off the bat, and a Jet Squelcher or custom Jet Squelcher coming out from Lemonade. Very interesting composition indeed. Like I said, Lemonade had the more unique comp, but TMNT has a more conventional weapon composition. Let's see if unique or conventional, which one is the better. The meta is called the meta for a reason, but let's see if Lemonade can spice up a little bit because they also have some strong weapons. It looks like two players are down early for TMNT, or only the Tetrazulis are down for Lemonade, giving them the first capture of both of these zones and the first team to start scoring some decent points, boosting it past the first 15 points mark. It's a decent starting push, but not a whole lot, as we see TMNT going in deep, but Lemonade still holding the zone.
Yeah, and this junior's doing such a good job at just living. Oh my gosh, why do I say anything? They die the moment I say they do such a... But throughout the match, before I say anything, they've been doing such a good job at living, throwing spot bombs at their feet, getting the splats. It's not easy. Like, you think, oh, a junior can just plop a bomb at its feet and it gets an instantaneous spot. That's not true. You have to have it, like, at a rolled trajectory. No, I'm not just quoting what my junior friends always saying, how it takes it's more skill than people give credit for.
Yeah, it definitely does not. Anyway, we see Lucky F trying here on the enemy base, looking at Lemonade's players, and it's in a very strong spot. Throws down the tactic cooler to get that buff, get the movement buff, get that respawn buff, exactly what they needed. Got a splash onto the common run as well from Lemonade. And they're still alive somehow. They look at the next player. That's a custom Jet Squelcher. You get to splat onto Lucky F, but that's going to be a long shot because that's a lot of points scored for TMNT, and not a whole lot of points for Lemonade, who are two players down again.
They're getting spawn camped here. They just can't find a way out with all these Sloshes and these bombs, these spot bombs, these crab tanks. There's no way to get in. They've got no time to neutralize the zone. That's gonna be game one going TMNT. Crazy opening. I thought the first match was gonna be favoring more towards Lemonade.
Yeah, I thought so too, but no. It looks like TMNT was just that strong. To be fair, Lemonade did have some fair shot, but the second that TMNT had them in their spawn, it was done. They were actually done. They couldn't come out again.
No, yeah, there's just nothing helping them in that situation. But that's this is a long series, best of 5, and counterpicks.
Well, yeah, so there's every chance still for Lemonade, but they have to think their counterpicks carefully because we saw a fairly meta comp here coming out from TMNT. Kinda, I want to say completely destroyed them, but definitely had them in a very tough situation, to say like this.
Like we saw Lemonade come out clutch in the last set on stream, where they had a disconnect and forced them in a best of 3 just to go down. And their counterpicks came out clutch for them and were able to prove that they were better than Triple Splash Machine.
Yeah, definitely. So they can still do it, though. The counterpick Mako Mart tower control, and this is a very interesting one because we just saw the TMNT at their, not their best, but basically their best here against a team called Yes Sir, which I think which should have been stronger than Lemonade. So it's yeah, this can be very interesting.
It will be. I know for a fact that this will be a pivotal game. I know it's game 2. We're already seeing 2 different modes. But realistically, in the grand scheme of things, last time we saw both these teams, they won this map. The difference is that Lemonade won it on zones. This time, or did it? Yeah, it was zones. No, it was tower control. No, it was tower control. Both these teams last time on stream won this map. So it's going to be a unique situation. TMNT, they are not going to be running a. They had a tri-strike, not double crab.
Okay.
But they don't need tri-strike against a team that doesn't have crab.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't have tri-strike. You don't need tri-strike against crab. But what you still need is killing and map control though. But that's not something both teams are having at all. Flyzero has a crab tank out. Tells a little bit of this. TMNT to be the first team pushing on the tower, but that took quite a lot actually. More than 30 seconds or something to start scoring points. But now you and Eater can do massive damage against Lucky, but Lucky just dodging those shots like a madman. Still dodging them, finally gets splatted. You getting some splats there, but still, past the first checkpoint and almost past the 50 bar. A very good opening push for TMNT, but let's see how Lemon is going to counter it, as it's now their turn to get some control and start pushing in.
Yeah, they're gonna try and find their way, but they gotta watch out. These just have so much good control over mid and all these lower ledges, forcing the leader not to have any silence, and they're actually just gonna jump out to go to the higher high ground and a lot safer high ground, but it's so far away.
Yeah, definitely is far away, and the tower is still being pushed by TMNT. It's now only 1 player alive though, so it's finally a little bit of a chance, but no! But no, U-Snipe somehow gets a couple spot and survives everything there. Be able to get the team back to the middle and able to start jumping on the tower again. Not necessarily pushing it, but forcing it to stay in that position. Now, because of nobody stood on for a little bit, the tower is going back in the center, and it was just 1 player alive. I believe it was just Flyzero alive for TMNT, who now jump back to spawn, holding on to their crab tank. But still a very good play from TMNT, holding that tower into their position that they would have liked it in, just so they could buy some extra time against Lemonade.
Yeah, this match is definitely not over yet. There's still 2 minutes remaining. The second checkpoint has only just been touched for TMNT. So they really like to get a lot safer of a lead, because a junior E-leader combination on tower can really snowball out of control when that big bubbler is standing strong.
Definitely, but the first thing they have to do is get that junior either control or get the junior either do onto the tower, and that's going to be a little bit more difficult as TMNT is again pushing in using 1 crab tank and comboing into another crab tank. Gets Mia looking at the Carmro who just dipped. Quickly, Hizuki looking at Junior, trying to get some extra paint in, getting away from the flanker. I don't think he even noticed him, just running away anyway from that flanker. And not noticing him is not actually very much of a good thing, because now there's someone just chilling on your backlines or on your upper block and looks to have been killed as of yet. Still, TMNT is just doing it, actually Garage, not really pushing in, they're just kind of holding it. Knowing that Lemonade doesn't really have the power to push in, I feel like TMNT is kind of just holding it in, playing it very, very safe here.
Yeah, the junior knows that they can't really take any fights. They're gonna have to wait for Carbon to take the fights, or they're either hit a big shot or like the Tetris to go off, and they're just kind of being left in no Squid's land. And we're seeing able to pick them off with some combos from their teammates, and control for TMNT is like they've given up mid only once in this entire match.
Yeah, they've given once, and it's still not giving, it up, because now TMNT is again the team pushing that tower. Gets a split on the junior Hizuki. Booyabom coming out. First coming out, second one coming out. Now the second one is doing on the tower.
Oh my.
Luma Ace get the checkpoint, casually getting a splat onto the Calm Road as well. Tower still being pushed with just Luma Ace alive. Do finally get splatted here, but to push it all the way to 17. Broke the second checkpoint as well, and this is going to be super difficult for Lemonade because they only have 1 minute to push back in. You getting a very good snipe, against you snipe, more like you snipe. You got sniped. Am I right? That's kind of funny. Luma Ace also being splatted there. It looks like Lucky gets a splat onto you. You get splatted by the Carbon Road. People are going down left and right, but still they have TMNT because not a single good point has been scored for Lemonade, but that's about to hopefully change here.
Yeah, they got something, but the junior falls so darn early in this. They're going to have this carbon roller striking on the top right. They're able to find Illuma Ace. The Zuka is out. What else can it find? It needs to be able to find something, and they weren't able to help their Tetris at all. Tetris falling down in that lower right side. Carbon's going to try and go in, look for something, but they're going to most likely be punished. Luckily, though, the machine who drops down into the freezer cloud with gold gets obliterated by the Tetris. First checkpoint looking very close, but there's so little time left. These Booyah Bombs, all they have to do is charge them up for TMNT, and they can just win this game.
Yeah, they definitely can, but they still have to get those Booyah Bombs charged off. They gotta spend onto the tower against Junior to put the bubbler down. It's gonna help them a lot, and one bubbler can sort of survive Booyah Bomb. Without the bubbler, it's not gonna happen. So someone tower got splattered, they have to run it on it, and TMNT does. Somebody wasn't fast enough, meaning TMNT wins game number 2, putting themselves into match point for the tournament.
TMNT knew exactly how many points they had scored. They knew how many checkpoints they could give up before their defense was compromised, and they didn't. I don't feel like they even wanted to defend the first checkpoint there at the end. They didn't care about it. They said, "We'll hold it second. That's better. Much better positioning for our machines and our splashes to go off with." And that's what they did. They never ever did Lemonade look like they had good control over that, and that was their counter pick. That is very devastating for them.
And now they can make their counter.
They reversed a best of 3 in this tournament, but reversing a best of 5 is a lot different, because winning 2 maps in a row it's not challenging.
I mean, you say they reversed it, but it was only because Lemonade had a disconnect.
True.
Like, they would have, I think they would have won that first game anyway. So, it's sort of like a sort of 2-0 thingamajig. But TMNT, I think they're proving to be a lot stronger here than Lemonade. And like you said, they just literally gave up that first checkpoint because it's so much easier to defend a second checkpoint. Like, yeah, okay, cool, we can hold the first checkpoint with our dear lives. But that area between 1 and 2, like I said earlier, it's just so stupid difficult to push in sometimes, especially if you're fighting against 2 machines who are just defending. Like, not even attacking, they're just sitting there waiting for you. Like, what are you gonna do? Your junior's off the tower? Okay, here's an E-leader, because that's gonna help against those machines. And that's, I think, the strength of TMNT here, compared to Lemonade. And also, just TMNT is getting a lot more splats on the field than Lemonade. Lemonade has to be more aggressive. And maybe even, like, drop that backline a little bit, just so they have a bit more frontline aggression, because I think that's what they're missing right now.
Oh, it's hard, because if you have a backliner who's doesn't play anything that just, like, you try and put them on a different weapon, but their other weapons just aren't as strong. No, I'm not speaking from experience. Maybe completely speaking from experience. It's really hard, and especially if their like weapon pool doesn't cater to this game. Besides, like, CJ's getting a little bit more usage, yeah, E-Leader and Zedfry. That's about it. But Zedfry it's 50-50 against Machine on tower control maps, because Machine can close the distance on you pretty quickly. So you're kind of stuck in a very, very rough spot, and Lemonade is taking their sweet time to find a counter pick.
They definitely are, but I think that's also some well-deserved time. Maybe they're just discussing every, option that they have, every single strategy that they maybe want to throw in to fight against TMNT. But the more you wait, there's actually also more time that TMNT has to discuss internally as well. And, those internal discussions can mean a lot, because you can strategize, you can predict what these opposing teams are going to play. I'm going to quickly look at a secret channel, see if I can get some inside information of Battling Pool. It looks like I cannot, unfortunately.
DMs, so, they're in DMs, talking in DMs.
Yeah, that's a big O. When I was the young, I always told people, just talk in the captain's channel so I can kind of look.
The captain's channel gets the difference between the days of you and me playing were the difference between us having being, oh my goodness, we have 16 teams, look at the 32 team format, and oh wow, we're only using the 32 team format today. Crazy. Yeah. Tournament dead. Bro, I remember Alice one time DMing me saying, do you guys want to play in this tournament? There's only 3 teams. And I said, sure.
Dude, I remember casting the 6-team battling pool. That was crazy. That was fun.
Yeah. I won paddling pool 7 or 9. I should be able to. The one that I won, there was 11 teams in it. 11. It was on the weekend of the UK or the EU championships, which meant that every single team that was somebody was not playing.
Yeah, it was about to say, like, everyone was gone.
Yeah, which meant that my team was the best because, like, when you're like the 4th best in the UK, so you didn't go for the UK team. You also had a Canadian, which means you couldn't go, and you had 2 Dutchies, so that's how we did it. Actually, we had a Portuguese player on our team at that time. But anyway, Rainmaker Flounder Heights. Yes, we have a different mode, and yes, this is actually such a good pick for CJet. CJet loves it here, so I'm gonna say that you's gonna play CJet.
Also, finally, a proper Flounder Heights game.
Yeah, good Flounder Heights, not zones. Literally not zones.
Literally not zones. Hey, dude, that's a plus. We saw something else, tower control and flat zones.
Wow, we got zones, tower control, Rainmaker. This is crazy.
We're just missing one. We're just missing 2 more games. I'm still waiting for someone to call out Turf War. Okay, can you call it?
That's nobody's calling out Turf War, bro. That's.
I tried it once. People got mad at me.
Oh well, I was wrong. You was gonna be playing the Zepride Charger.
I mean, I think that's also a solid pick.
Do you know that that's the Zakok Firefin Charger? So it is technically half Firefin Charger. Back again. But anyway, here we are.
Ooh. It's 2 against 2, early game. Both those teams getting a very equal starting fight here. The Rainmaker was bought by Lemonade though, but it doesn't matter all too much as most of the zone is yellow anyway, or the map's yellow anyway. That's a crab tank opened or started in a funny position, but then dropped down. Or it was lag, I don't exactly know, but you got a crazy snipe on the crab tank, shutting it down instantly. That is huge, but TMNT is still putting the Rainmaker all the way to the checkpoint already. Got it on the checkpoint. Tri-Strike was a little bit too late to get a proper spot onto the Rainmaker, and that means TMNT already has a good lead to 61 and then 1 checkpoint gone, and it's going to help them in this fight because they got the Rainmaker again and are pushing in forward. They got the Bouillon in. Rainmaker got sped up unfortunately, but U-Snipe is going in, trying to maximize their damage output as they're doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately for U-Snipe, they're finding the sped up, and TMNT also lost the Rainmaker, putting it back a little bit by Lemonade, but not a whole lot as they just lost 3 players.
Yeah, Lemonade not in a good situation here. You is so far back, and the Rainmaker is just 1 push away from being catastrophic. The points can go so quickly when the checkpoints are gone. And here they go. The points are ripping down all the way. That's just kind of stuck in no squid land. So for TMNT, they could have had just a little bit more if they got maybe 1 or 2 splats.
Yeah, definitely. Also hard to mention, the Rainmaker is very difficult to reset on this map because not a whole lot of players you can jump it off with. You can jump it off on the right there. We're getting a Rainmaker there. Difficult. Someone picked up the Rainmaker from TMNT, pushing it all the way to 5. That's basically something Lemonade has to knock out now, but they have to go to the first checkpoint. They haven't even started pushing a Rainmaker. We're almost 2 minutes in. TMNT is not showing any mercy to Lemonade. Remember that Lemonade is one of the favorite drinks from the internet as well, so they're having a very fun time fighting against some tactical cooler coming out from Lucky, trying to get their teammates some extra help, some extra mobility, extra respawn, or less respawn time. Tri-Track onto the Rainmaker to pop it open. I don't know if that really was the play, because now there's just a Rainmaker there, but they have to defend a reset, but somebody picked it up from them, and they're trying to get it into a better position. Considering the amount of players that are there from TMNT, I don't know if that really was a strategy. U-Snipe going in against Yuzuki's with a Rainmaker, and it looks like they've been split up, but the Rainmaker has also been countered by someone. I don't think you know who killed the Rainmaker. I don't think it was the Scamper, but very good place for TMNT nonetheless, who are still holding it down quite strong.
Wow, and oh, that's so unfortunate for Lemonade. They picked this map and they have a disconnect, so I gotta say this. If Lemonade is somehow able to come back from this game, this positioning of this game, it would take more than a miracle, and it would be, in my opinion, the greatest comeback in Splatoon history.
Definitely will be, but I don't think I can get a replay as the disconnect was happened after the halfway mark of the game, and some team already pushed to 5 anyway. So that's actually quite unfortunate. Let's see how Lemonade is going to defend it. I think if they don't get it knocked out, that's going to be sort of a win in their book. Either way, it's going to be a very tough one to somehow win this. Like you said, going to be the comeback of the century. It's 2 players down. It's 2 players down. Only 1 player up for Lemonade. This is TMNT's game to push it in. There are the Tri-Strikes, but just a half second too late as the Rainmaker is dunked, giving TMNT the dub for Battling Pool 211. 3-0 in the finals, showing why they are a very strong team, and all they gotta say with themselves again is just Kawabunga.
That is a amazing performance today from TMNT. They proved that they were the best. They showed that they had what it takes to win. And even with the disconnects at the end out of eliminate, it doesn't taint it. They had already pushed the eliminator to 2 before the disconnect happened. That game was, honestly, it felt lost, but then the DC just kind of sealed it. So that can't take any of the credit away from TMNT. They showed up to play today. They showed up to win, and they have their Sendout NFT, that coveted Sendout.Inc. badge.
Definitely more than deserved. I think winning against Yes Sir already is a feat in his own and proves your strength. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of them in the future of Battling Pool. Even though I want to say Lemonade also big congratulations, because even if Lemonade lost this 3-0, Lemonade was very, very strong winning against LaRue, winning against Sentinels, and especially winning against Carbon Domination, which I don't think anybody expected. They also won 3-2-1, even game 5 there. So Lemonade also did a very, very good job in this tournament. TMNT though is just the stronger team of tonight. But I think before we're gonna end this stream off, I have a couple questions to ask, because Genie, where on social media can we find you?
The lovely people can find me tonight, 8 p.m. twitch.tv/Genie7. That is GENIE7. I will be playing in SOS. But yeah, I also stream a lot. Add an underscore to that, the thing that I just said, and you'll get my Twitter. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be here on Dapple again this week, but while I pull up the Dapple calendar to tell everyone what's happening this weekend, where can the lovely people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at @GastarHead. Recently changed my Twitter tag to be more appropriate with how to actually do and get rid of a lot of the underscores, where I post a lot of random real life stuff mainly right now. And you can also find me at _DaveV_ at Instagram, where I just have a little collage of the stuff I do in real life. But I think the most important question we have to ask is Brownie, because they've been streaming in the background quietly. Where can we find you? Because you just spent 4 hours watching this tournament without saying a whole lot of words. Kind of supposed to answer that one, Brownie.
Brownie,
you're supposed to answer that. Okay. Brownie says to me, "You can't hear me on stream. Then unmute yourself so we can hear you on stream."
I don't think the streamer can be heard. Can Brownie type in Twitch chat?
Brownie type in Twitch chat.
Brownie type in Twitch chat. While Brownie's typing Twitch chat, I will say we have this coming Friday, so in 2 days, an hour after Battling Pool started, we will have I should do the conversions for everybody, but I'm not. Join the Dapple Productions server, follow them on Twitter and that, and you'll be able to see that we have a Triton Cup coming up this Friday, EU friendly weekly. Then the girls duo cup for eligibility. For finding teams, it's always one of my favorite to watch, because it's really entertaining, because it's like a half major. It's like a half major of crazy pickups that happen. And next week we have same time Battling Pool 212, and Duel On is this coming Sunday, as always, because Sunday is Duel On. But besides that, we've got a big weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Dapple Production will be live. And with that hat, I don't think I have anything else to say. Is Brownie posted what they need to post down there?
They haven't posted yet, but someone posted it on the Twitch chat. Thank you so much. It is at Brovney. Find on Twitter. Please give them a follow, because they've been working in the background a lot, and I think it's even more respected than us casters just yelling at people. But thank you so much for Dapple for having me. Thank you, Genie, so much for joining me tonight. Thanks you, Brownie, for hosting the stream. Of course, thanks everyone who watched today's stream. My name is Ed, once again, Genie, and we are going to say goodbye.